Hello and welcome to this look at the BRIC markets. That's Brazil, Russia, India and China. Let's start by looking at the number of visits from those markets to the UK on a rolling annual basis. And we'll start with Brazil. We can see that 2011 was the year of very strong growth, and most of those gains were retained over the next couple of years, but in recent periods there has been some signal of weakness. Moving on to China. Well, there was something of a dip in 2009, but steady growth since that time means that there were in excess of 200,000 visits from China in the year to March 2014. Looking at India, we can see that this is consistently the most important of the BRIC markets in terms of volume of visits, although we can also see that there's been a good deal of volatility. Recent performance suggests that 400,000 annual visits is indeed achievable. Looking at Russia, well, there was a dip in 2009, followed by recovery, but visits since that time have been stubbornly close to 200,000 per year. Overall, the BRIC markets accounted for 3.1% of all visits to the UK in the year to March 2014. Now taking a look at the all-important visitor spend figures. Again beginning with Brazil. Between early 2008 and late 2011, spending doubled, but has since fallen back, with a strong pound perhaps acting as something of a headwind. On to China, clearly the star performer, with spend trebling in the past 6 years and doubling in the past 3 years, to stand at just less than £500 million, making it now the most valuable of the BRIC markets. And if you're keen to earn more from visitors who travel to the UK from China, do find out about our Great China Welcome programme. Moving on to India. Until early 2013, India was the most valuable of the BRIC markets, but has now been surpassed by China. Nevertheless, the value of the market from India has increased by about 50% in nominal terms over the past 6 years. Looking at Russia, we can see that there's been quite a roller coaster ride, with sharp declines through to early 2010, a healthy rebound up to the middle of 2012, and then a further period of decline, meaning that in early 2014, Russia is worth about the same as it was 6 years ago. Overall, the BRIC markets accounted for 6.6% of all the money spent in the UK by visitors from overseas in the year to March 2014. Finally, let's take a look at the share of the global economy that is accounted for by each of the BRIC markets, based on estimates and projections made by the International Monetary Fund. Both Brazil and Russia have been treading water since the start of the century in terms of their share, and this situation is set to continue over the coming 5 years if these projections are correct. Back in 2000, India represented 3.7% of the global economy, but by 2019 it will have grown considerably to account for 6.8%. However, it is quite clear that China is in a league of its own, with its share of global economic activity doubling from 7% in 2000 to 14% in 2011 and set to account for 18.5% of the world's economy within the next 5 years. You can find much more data on inbound visits, visitor spend and indeed economic projections by taking a look at our website. That's visitbritain.org. Until next time, bye-bye.